Aha! I remember this time the mic has to be on. Let's see. Got more. We can get rid of this. Don't need that. I'm gonna lower this. Maybe I should change the audio output. Yeah, I should do that. So hold on. Plug this. Let's change it to that. Then I'm gonna plug this in my TV. That way I have control over the audio better than anything else. Probably should have checked to make sure, but whatever. It is what it is. Oh, there we go. Let's see, is this gonna do what I want it to do? Okay. Yeah. Do that. There we go. Okay, you still get the audio. That's good. Man, this is such an old setup I used to do, and I haven't really got a good stream setup for this. They never really stream on my laptop anymore for this kind of thing, but we're getting it to work, guys. We're getting it to work. Yeah, Bun Gang. Get him out of here. Alright. Get out of here. There we go. Let's see. Let's get OBS up here for me. And I'm going to add text. Let's see. Add existing. There you go. Add that. Where is it? Okay, there it is. I think yeah, it's white. It's white font. We'll put this down here. There you go. Support the streams, dude. This will be so okay. I think we could get started. I think I got everything I need. Yeah. I think I got everything I need. Oh, wait. I lied. Let's get this in here. Yeah, that should be good. This tripod kind of fucked. To be honest. Fucked up tripod. Whatever. It is what it is. So let's. Oh. Whoa. There we go. So let's get started with this. I can take this off because I'm not going to be listening to anything just yet. Hey Aaron, what's good? Isn't Dave streaming from 10 a.m. That's tomorrow. I'm not restreaming that because it's a Saturday. I'd much rather do my own shit, but that's tomorrow. So everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to a DSP video, and this will be a special stream, by the way, because after we wrap up this DSP stuff that I want to talk about, I'm gonna still be streaming on YouTube. I'm not gonna end the stream or anything, but we're gonna switch over to something else. We're gonna play some video games. That's right. I'm gonna be playing some video games on stream. I know, crazy, never been done before, but we're just gonna start doing the DSP stuff, and then that's it. Oh wait, I should try to create a highlight. Aha. Hold on. Oh, I can't create a highlight. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That's not an option for me, dude. Oh well, it is what it is. So as we all know, we have the whole tax situation all set up. Tevin did a video going through last year's stuff, and I want to go through this whole to it longer about the taxes before we get to the Blizzard Hub stuff video that was uploaded. So let's get started. So this is April 8th, 2018. Got my 2017 taxes today and finally have full info on my federal tax situation. Since many of you are concerned and have contributed to help, I feel the need to share the results. If you absolutely do not care, please skip this post. So he was going on all of this stuff about the taxes. I need to pay the back taxes, taxes. So, I mean, obviously, his fans are obviously concerned about him paying the taxes. Whatever. First, the long explanation. It's pretty much exactly as I'd expected. I owe a bunch of money, over $4K, for my 2017 federal taxes by April 17th. Okay. Because I made more money last year than I usually would have. This would greatly in part due to you guys, the viewers and fans, rallying and being super supportive at the end of the year in order to get me over the state business tax hurdle I was facing in January. You absolutely did, but wait, what? In order to get me over the state business tax hurdle I was facing in January, you absolutely did. Okay. But because I made more money than usual, I now owe the IRS about $4,000 more than I had paid. Now he owes $4,000. The money he owes right now is $17,000. And $4,000 was like, oh no, man, I don't know, man. But now $17,000, it's fine. Okay, whatever. In addition, my new tax attorney, who's now a tax guy, by the way, he's not a tax attorney anymore, is charging me around $1,000 to file my taxes. This is as expected, as my previous attorney charged me about the same. The good news, I have raised enough money to pay both these 2017 back taxes and my tax attorney for his services, so I'm in the clear there. Now, he says he's in the clear, but I also recall him saying in 2018 that he had to pay to the cleanup job. Remember that? Oh, he got me over the back taxes, but now I have to pay him for the cleanup job, dude. Oh my god. But he just told us here that he was in the clear for that. Okay. The bad news. In addition to everything above, I also now am expected to pay my first estimated tax payment for 2018 by April 17th in the amount of another $4,000. This, sadly, I don't have at all. All of my available funds are going to the 2017 taxes, and tax attorney filing fees. Wait, what? Now he's a tax attorney? Wait, he mentions, wait, what? No, it's tax attorney. Oh my, what the fuck? Come on. What the fuck? Come on. He was an accountant, attorney, to the tax guy. Fuck a tax guy. I'm just gonna call him the tax guy, dude. Which is exactly as all my available funds are going to the 2017 taxes and the tax attorney filing fees, which is exactly as I'd feared. I do not realistically see myself raising $4,000 in the next 9 days to pay this unless a miracle happens. So sadly, for now, it looks like I'm stuck not paying, meaning I'll begin to accrue late fees and penalties on the unpaid tax. I also have further payments due in June, September, and December. Weird how he never mentions those payments ever again. After this, after April of that year, he never mentions the June payments, the September payments, and the December payments. He never mentioned those ever again. So okay, let me get this straight. He knew these payments were coming. He couldn't pay the April taxes or whatever. He doesn't think, hey, maybe I'll just skip the April payments and just try to pay the other payments. Okay. and I hope to be able to afford with the money I raise between YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, Teespring, and tips. So if things go well this year, I may be in the clear. Now he says if things go well this year. He also told us in 2018 things were very good. He said it was a very positive year, but still was not able to pay the taxes. Okay. But it absolutely sucks that I'm going to start off behind and these fees and penalties. So he couldn't pay the other payments in September, December. He couldn't pay at all any of those. He just was like, I'm not gonna pay him. Fuck him. Fuck it. Okay. Whatever. The worst part? So far, those state business taxes I had to pay in January, plus the attorney fees I've already paid to resolve the situation, have cost me around $5,000. If my old tax attorney had done his job, I would actually be in a completely fine place right now, and might have even had a bit of extra money. Instead, I find myself on the edge of slippery slope of unpaid federal taxes that could cause me to lose my home in the coming year. Oh yeah! I am also supposed to be hearing from the state of Washington soon when they complete their assessment of how many unpaid business taxes I owe, and that's just another thing on top of everything. I'm really hoping they'll put me on an extended installment payback plan, but that is still uncertain. Okay. So, I like that he gives us all this verbal nonsense in this tweet longer. So, like, you read so much of this, you forget things. He gives us all these numbers: 4K, 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 5K, 4K, 5K, 5K, 10K, whatever. I mean, well, obviously some of those numbers are meme numbers. He didn't say 10K, guys. He only said 4K and 5K, okay? He said 4K 2 times, 5K 1 time, on top of this, on top of that, on top, below, above, whatever the fuck. So much information is dumped in this tweet longer. It's just so... It's such a gobbledygook of nonsense. I don't know what the fuck he wants us to do with these numbers. These numbers are so all over the place. He says, I have to pay 4K. I paid the 4K. I have 4K on top of this. I have 5K to pay. I have 4K to pay. 5K is on top of that. And then I have the back taxes. But then by June, he paid off the back taxes. So what the fuck is this? Is this nonsense? And I said this even last year when I covered this tweet longer. There's so much information and stuff that we don't understand that he doesn't even bother clarifying. So all he's telling us is just useless information. Like, what the fuck is this? What does this mean? What do we get out of this? We don't know. But okay. Let's see. Yeah, and then he talks about installment payback plan, which he also tells us now that any payment plan, installment plan would be terrible. But every time you come to this situation where it's like close to things being due, a payment plan is great, dude. I want a payment plan. But every time before that window starts to open up, he says, I can't be on a payment plan, dude. I can't afford it. But he wants to be on a payment plan now. Okay. Too long, don't read. Here is the summary version. Thanks to the help of the viewers, I'm able to pay my 2017 federal taxes and the tax attorney in full, but I still owe the 4K for my first federal tax payment of 2018, and I have nothing to pay that with. So I'm starting the year way behind. And if things on Twitch, YouTube don't improve over the course of the year, I'll find myself in a terrible position where I can be forced to sell my house within a year. Within a year, he'd be forced to sell his house. A year later, well, guys, I could still keep the house. I just need to raise as much as I can. Okay. Uh, let's see. Sell the house within a year. If a miracle happened and I somehow raised 4K in 9 days, I would be in an incredibly better position and feel way more positive about things than I do now, since I wouldn't be $4,000 behind on my taxes from the get-go and could just focus on the future. But I'm not really expecting said miracle to happen. Thanks all for your time, and I hope this clears things up. It does not clear things at all. So he has these quarterly payments, and he talks about like, oh, these payments in December, September, August, whatever the fuck. So why didn't he try to raise the funds for those payments then? Like, okay, he missed 1 month. He's 1 month behind. Why not try to rally people to pay these other months? Instead, he decides to not do it at all year. Apparently, why? Why does he wait to the last minute to rally his fans? It makes no sense, and I guarantee he makes more than 4K a month. I mean, I've done the calculations before. Like, I think sometime last year I did a video going through all of his money he made through cheers, tips, and all that. He made more than 4,000. So he could have easily paid those taxes that he owed. It makes no sense. And then when you try to get clarification from him, he gets mad at you and says, I just talked about it. But if you try to clarify it and get better explanation out of him, he gets mad at you. It's very suspicious that if you go in and ask him for more information, he gets mad and he starts to shut down the discussion. So what are you supposed to do? I don't know. Good question. So there's that. So let's get to the real discussion. Now I can finally put on these headphones and we can get into it. I thought DSP said he paid 10K for his April 2018 taxes during the 2018 thanks begging video because 5K went to his federal taxes. I don't know. I don't know if he ever said that. I don't remember. I don't remember that chapter. If you find the, you might have to find the video and link it to me. I don't remember. I don't remember that kind of shit. I just remember him telling us he didn't pay his taxes. And we can actually go to let's see. Let's see if we could find that special vlog. Serious talk? Would that get it? No. Important. Maybe that's what it's gonna be. No? What is it? I don't remember the name of the video. I'm sure it's gonna have a meme name. I'm not sure when he said it, but it's number 6 in the... Oh, okay. I'll have to... Oh my god, I don't want to... Oh my god, tongue is itchy. I'm gonna have to scroll all the way, man. Oh, this is rough. No, it's disappointing. Okay, we're kind of getting there. Kind of getting close. Actually, you could put that on the docket. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Found it. What's going on? Okay.
Because she moved in and we were hoping things would eventually steady out. They haven't. Last year, I think that the changes that we've instituted, keep the streams chill, no engagement on my videos, you know, subscriber count consistently, right? I agree.
I agree.
Plus fees and
here it
let's
is.
talk about the negative stuff that's been going on behind the scenes.
Here we go.
Guys? So I'm gonna be very honest with all of you. All right. Sadly, one of the issues that's been an ongoing thing that's still to this, it's still giving me problems, is the biggest problem from last year. If you guys remember last year, 2017, my stuff was actually getting good. Like, I was starting to pay down my debts because of the money I was making on Twitch, the increase of money.
Paying
Twitch,
down his debts.
where things were looking positive and good. Then all of a sudden, in the fall of last year, I got notice from the state income tax department for the state of Washington, where I live, that basically I was supposed to be paying state business income taxes for 4 years that I lived here, and my accountant who was doing my taxes from back in Connecticut did them all wrong. And I was like, oh shit, oh, it's a little bit of money? Oh no, it was a ton of money. It was a ridiculous amount of money that I owed, plus fees and interest and all this shit that they accumulated on top of everything, because I wasn't doing my taxes.
It was such a big deal about those 3 years of unpaid business tax. He was able to pay it off by June of 2018. So much money, but he was able to pay it off under a year.
This is right for years and years and years, okay? So, you guys, if you've been following along me the last year, you already know what happened. Basically, number one, I needed to raise a bunch of money by January to pay taxes for January that I was going to owe. Then I needed to raise a bunch of money for about April to pay the back taxes. Excuse me, not April, it was around June. I needed to pay all these taxes for June that were going to be due at once. In the meantime, I had to pay a tax attorney to fix all of my back tax situation, which was completely fucked up, okay?
Now, he told us that he already paid it off. He was in the clear paying the CPA dude. Did he even call it a CPA here? Holy shit. Maybe he did. CPA. No, he didn't. Whoops.
So, rather than really get you all inundated with all the fucking annoying details, by the end of the day, all right, I owed the state over $5,000.
He owed the state over $5,000. But oh wait, no, actually no, never mind. Because he didn't give us the number of the state of the back taxes. Never mind. He's actually right about that.
I owed my tax attorney over $5,000 for the work that he had done to fix all of this. And basically, I had no money to do it. So all of that money, that was phantom money that I didn't have, got...
Phantom money. Metal Gear Solid 6, the phantom money.
charged to my credit cards. And completely...
Wait,
And
what?
basically, I had no money to do it. So all of that money, that was phantom money that I didn't have, got charged to my credit cards. And completely and utterly...
Oh, that's how he paid it off, dude. He paid it off with his credit cards, I guess. I don't know.
Any remaining credit that I had was maxed, getting rid of this state taxes issue. Now, the good news is, I'm now in line with what I need to do for my state taxes. It's not a lot of work for my tax attorney to file them every year. It should be a very minimal charge for him to do it. I know what I'm going to owe around the end of the year. I should
Minimal charge, huh? Interesting.
to afford it, and I think state taxes from now on, I'm good. But the cleanup job of doing this cost me over $10,000 that I didn't have.
Wait a second. $10,000. I have raised enough money to pay both the 2017 back taxes. Wait, what? 2017 back? Okay. And my tax attorney for his services. Huh? He's in the clear, huh? Wait, what? Let's see. Another 4K, sadly, I don't have. Available funds. Miracle happens. Let's see. The worst part, state business taxes, January. I've already paid to resolve that situation. Has cost me around $5,000. Wait. $5,000? He gives us $5,000 in this tweet longer about the back taxes, because he literally says that the state business taxes I had to pay in January, plus the attorney fees I've already paid to resolve that situation. Now, I guess that might mean the state business of that particular month, and maybe for the 3 years, it was 10,000. But he gives us so much information. It's hard to understand that. Like, he doesn't explain if this is the the back taxes, because he says 2017 back taxes. There's so many things confusing in this tweet longer that just it's so much information. And he talks here like, oh, 10,000 over here, this much, that much. So much information. It's so hard to keep track of.
And went to credit cards, which I shouldn't have maxed out, but I had to. I had no other way to pay this. Okay? So that's one thing going on behind the scenes here that sucked. Now, this all basically was paid as of June this year. What I was hoping.
Well, this isn't a restream. Don't worry, Kafkos.
On my taxes for federal, because I owe the federal government taxes. I'm self-employed. They tax you, and they're going to want me to pay, what I owe them every year for my federal taxes. But I just literally overextended myself to get rid of this state tax issue. I paid off the taxes. I paid the attorney.
Okay, so we don't have to rewatch that video. So let's get to the new video from Mr. Hutstuff, our big boy here, Mr. Hutstuff. So let's get started.
I want to give you the information that I have now regarding my taxes. It's good and bad news. All right. So here's the good news. All right. I misunderstood how a lot of the tax stuff worked. I thought that if I didn't pay my taxes by April 15th, that I was going to have a ridiculous amount of late fees, a ridiculous amount of interest, and like it was going to destroy me. Like, not only would I owe what I owe for my regular taxes for the year, but also then there would be a ton of.
So I like how he misunderstood. Like, he was thinking that there'd be all this penalties and all this stuff. He pays for a tax guy to do his taxes, but throughout the year, he never once asked the tax guy about any late fees or, oh, if I don't pay the taxes, what's gonna happen? He never asked his tax guy about that. I mean, he pressured his entire fan base. Oh, late fees, penalties. Oh my god. All that shit. But he never thought to ask his tax guy about it to make sure that maybe there's some leeway. He never thought to ask his tax guy. I mean, it kind of comes off as if DSP just wanted people to run and give him money. I mean, he wonders why people come up with these, like, e-beggar theories and all this other stuff. When you do shit like this and you don't care to do some research to know if there's any late fees or anything like that, it kind of comes off that way. Because why didn't he think to call his tax guy saying, hey dude, I don't know if I'll be able to pay the taxes all year because of all this state business tax and all that. What is going to happen if I don't pay on time? He never thought to ask him that. Now, what's also weird is that, well, actually,
fees. I thought that if I didn't pay my taxes by April 15th, that I was going to have a ridiculous amount of late fees.
So he tells us that if you didn't pay the taxes by April 15th, which April 15th? April 15th of 2018? That you have all these late fees and all this other stuff, but he didn't pay taxes all year of 2018. So wouldn't he already have late fees? He told us all year he didn't pay taxes. All year. But there's no late fees accrued or obtained for that whole year. I don't know. It's not clear. It's not clear.
A ridiculous amount of interest, and like it was going to destroy me. Like, not only would I owe what I owe for my regular taxes for the year, but also then there would be a ton of extra shit on top of it. Actually, in reality, that's not how it works. The way it works is I have until the middle of April to pay what I pay, and then based on what I don't pay, then it begins to accumulate interest and fees and the like. Till the middle of April to pay what I pay, and then based on what I don't pay, then it begins to accumulate interest and fees and the like. So in reality, even though the federal government tells you you have to pay.
Now, what's funny is that everyone told him, hey man, the government works with you if you can't afford the taxes. They work with you. They work with you. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not how taxes are. The government doesn't want to work with you. The government is a terrible place. They're gonna get you, man. If you don't pay their taxes, they're gonna get you, man. All that shit. And then he tells us, huh, I was wrong. They're gonna like work with you. They're gonna do all this stuff for you. Man, it's almost like the government would want you to pay their taxes. Okay.
Pay your taxes quarterly in the United States. Like they say, oh, if you're self-employed, you have to pay every quarter. You have to pay a certain amount of money based on your estimates of what you're going to make. You actually don't have to do it at all. It's complete bullshit. They actually, what it really is true, they slap you with a little fine. And that's it.
Oh, a little fine. He only gets a little fine. It's all good, man. It's all good.
You guys, so I have to pay a little fine.
Now, I like that he was like such a drama queen about this, and I knew, and thank you DSP for proving me right yet again, that this literally like deflates the urgency of this. I mean, sure, it's still like stress and all this stuff, whatever, but like he made it out to be like if he couldn't afford it, he was gonna just be on the streets again. He's gonna be on the street, dude. And I sat there and was like, there's no way he's gonna be on the street. He's gonna stay in that house. There's no way. No way. Because he wasn't begging as hardcore as Seven said this whole month. Which you could also argue that he wasn't begging as hard because he wants to save the begging for the marathon, maybe. I don't know. But, I mean, even then, like, he was more stressed in 2017 than this whole situation. And seriously, think about it. 2017, he went out of his way to do a bit bar, bit goals. He went out of his way to do all of these fundraising events. This year, all we got was, guys, yeah, taxes are coming, man. I need to pay the taxes. Gotta pay the taxes, dude. Tip me, tip me, tip me. And that is it. That's all we got for this, because it's nothing that is that urgent to him. Very, very odd to me.
Pay the taxes over the course of the year the way they wanted me to, but there's actually no other penalty for it until I don't pay in time, okay?
But I thought you won't get slapped with late fees. I thought it's not so bad if you don't pay on time. He just told us that, if I don't pay on time, it's okay, I'll just get late fees, but I have to pay on time. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
So, that's the good news, because I was like, man, not only am I going to owe what I owe, but then on top of that, there's going to be this ginormous amount of extra money, and how will it even be manageable? And the truth is, that's not it, okay? So that's good. The bad news is, I do still owe a giant chunk of money, and yes, it is due by mid-April, and yeah, I don't have enough money to pay it. Hell no. So I do have, just pure clarification purposes, I do have some money, yes, absolutely, from the large amount of subscriptions that were gifted to me by Emerald 7 back in December. Okay?
Still talking about Emerald 7, by the way.
It's only a certain amount of money, and I knew it wasn't going to be enough to pay the taxes. It's not even close, all right? So to give you guys some perspective here, all right, in regards to the amount that I owe, plus there's another thing, I have to pay my accountant, obviously, not my accountant, my tax guy, for doing all my taxes and everything. And he's charging me over $1,000 to do the taxes, which is not surprising. Tax guys usually charge a lot of money. So regarding, instead of giving you complicated math,
wait, what?
Just confuse the shit out of everybody. I can be like, I have this much, but I owe this much. So then when you do, so taxes and everything, and he's charging me over $1,000.
Over 1,000, but he's told us in the tweet longer that he charged 1,000. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, dude. 1K. The new tax return is charging me around 1,000 to file my taxes. Okay.
To do the taxes, which is not surprising. Tax guys usually charge a lot of money. So regarding, instead of giving you complicated math,
Instead
I'm just going to just confuse the shit out of you.
of giving you complicated math, he was more willing to give us complicated math in 2018. Look at this tweet longer. Look how much information he was willing to give us. 4K, 5K, this amount, that amount, whatever. Now, I'm not gonna give you the complicated math, man. No. Man, it's almost like he doesn't want to be too transparent with us about how much he gave us. Kind of like what I said. He was never going to give us the amount he was going to owe. He never intended that. He never intended to give us the exact amount how much he owed for taxes. He hypes that up to get detractors, to get his fans all like excited. And then when the day comes out, well, I can't give you the full amount, so I'm just gonna give you the amount that I calculated. Because I mean, if he told us the full amount, people are gonna call him out, I guess.
I'd be like, I have this much, but I owe this much. So then when you do the math of this much, but then I owe this to do the taxes. So it's too complicated. What I did is I sat down.
But big guy, how true is that though? Because because again, like the numbers never line up, and he keeps changing the numbers regardless. He said this was 16K, 20K, 30K. Then it was 17,161. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe. He told us that the tax guy was 1,000. He said the tax guy was 1,200. Then he changed the tax guy to be this amount, that amount. Like, it's so hard to even value what he says when he gives us numbers anyway. So it's kind of bullshit no matter how you look at it.
All right, and I figured it out math-wise. How much do I still owe in total, even factoring in the amount of money that I have and everything to put towards it, all right? Even factoring in the amount of money that to put towards it, okay? Crap, but I didn't add that.
He didn't add it, dude.
Okay, I didn't even do this right.
So, and we also want to believe the number of a guy that literally forgot to add something and said he didn't do it right, because that's
I have to factor
honest.
in. So this is what I owe, and this is how much he's going to charge me to do the taxes. So let me add these two numbers quickly. Hold on, everybody. Let me get my calculator out. So this plus this. Okay. All right. So, factoring in all things and what I already have to put towards it, the net amount that I still am going to owe to the government, all right, $17,161. Ouch. That is horrible, right?
I like how he responds to that. I'm gonna owe 17,000. Ouch. Like, it doesn't sound that important, honestly. I mean, if it was such a big number, shouldn't he kind of do the fundraiser right now? I mean, it's just weird that he wants to do it all in March. Like, he just didn't care. Now he cares. Like, why? Why does he wait for the last minute to do all of this stuff? Makes no sense. Well, whatever.
That's a fucking insane amount of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you're telling me I owe by mid-April. Okay? That is bad. All right? But. We don't have to be disheartened yet. Okay? Not yet. Because...
Guys, relax. You can still give me money, okay? You guys can still give me money. Just relax, okay? The tip link is in the description below, okay? Calm down.
Good news. All right? Here's what my tax guy told me. Okay? He said, the good news is that he works with the government all the time, and he is very confident, all right, very confident, that if I can raise a certain amount of money by mid-April and put it towards this, that he's confident that he can take the rest of what I owe and he can negotiate it into a payment plan. Okay? Now, what the payment...
But a payment plan... Let's see if we can get the clip immediately. This is what DSP thinks of a payment plan.
be a retrospective event in March. That's basically kind of so late next year. I have to remember to contact them again and say, once that contract expires, I'm done. I'm gonna just go to the one line or whatever. I hear you. Job.
Is there a timestamp?
Allowed me to have an active lifestyle. It doesn't. The 1 day a week that I get, you're trying to get physical activity. Why don't you get a real job? Because how am I gonna pay it? Right now, the day the credit card debt is gone and it goes into a mortgage payment, all my problems go away. Credit rating will increase dramatically, so my credit will get healthier. I'll have less monthly payments, be able to pay my taxes. All I need to be able to do is do that. And it sucks. It just really sucks, okay? It does. My problem is, like, it doesn't seem like either situation is a good one. If the government puts me on a payment plan for the taxes, I don't know if I can afford it. And I'm kind of at their whim, whatever they want to do.
He doesn't know if he can afford the payment plan. Oh, well, my tax attorney guy is going to put me on a payment plan. Isn't that great? A payment plan. Every time you get close and close and closer and closer and closer to these deadlines, we somehow magically love the payment plan. Dude, the payment plan sounds fucking awesome. Here, he was hoping for a payment plan. Now he wants a payment plan, but this time in February, no, I can't be on a payment plan. Are you nuts? I can't afford it. Fuck that.
Plan would be and everything. I don't know. Basically, he's saying at the very least.
Now, if he hates the payment plan so much, why didn't he talk to his attorney about it? Why didn't he talk to his attorney before talking to us about this? And I've said this before, that all of these problems that DSP has, he could figure out on his own and then relay it to his viewers. It's so shitty, exploitive, and manipulative to dump all of these fears before doing any research. Why couldn't he talk to his tax accountant about it? He was willing to talk to his tax accountant about the information he has sent to the guy. He took second stream, he took a night off to work on his taxes. During that time, he never talked to his tax guy about it. He never talked to him saying, hey, by the way, I'm wondering, what if they put me on a payment plan for these taxes or whatever, what would it be? What would it be like? What would the process be? And then he could tell them, and they'd be like, hey guys, I figured this out. No, instead, get him all alert. He's all about alerting the fans before figuring out anything. He has been doing that for years. It was, to a degree, it was even worse in 2017. When he got kicked out of Machinima, guys, I can lose the house, it's awful. Oh, hey guys, I got cursed, man. Like, it's the same fucking shit. It reminds me exactly of that one time. He did a vlog about how he couldn't pay the bills, YouTube ad revenue was low, blah blah blah. Like, really started to beg. A week later, he goes on the weekend preview and says, guys, it seems I overreacted and this and that. I'm gonna be fine. So, and he did that even again a week after that. He was going on like the first stream saying, holy shit, YouTube fucked up with the ad revenue. Holy shit, what the fuck? Second stream, it wasn't so bad, guys. It fixed itself. He does this all the fucking time, and he never learns. He never learned to, maybe I should do some research before I talk about what happened. Of course not. This is easier. This is a much better tactic. Go in red alert and get his paypigs concerned and then wind it down. Why figure this shit out before? That's dumb. I would much rather go in red alert mode before. He does it all the time. Never learns. His paypigs love it. His paypigs love being alerted. All the time. It always works. Planet Jeff, Hank Duma, let's see, who else? Super Blind Man, Rob Warren, Hyper Beast Fighting, whatever the fuck, Fly Beast. All these people are so dumb. They love being scammed by him. They love it. At this point, I think they like wailing on him because they love the stress. They feel like they get something out of a guy that begs for money. At that point, that's what I'm going with.
2 years, if not longer. And if that's the case, like if let's say for example, I'm just gonna give you a hypothetical. Let's say I can raise, let's just $5,000. Let's say I can raise $5,000 between now and mid-April to put towards this total of 17 grand that I still owe. Okay, so then he'll take the remaining money and figure it out divided by 24 or whatever and say, okay, there's a monthly payment of this. But it's not guaranteed. Like, he's basically saying he's going to try to get me the best terms possible, but he can't do that until we see actually how much I
So
have
again, we get to restart the cycle. Because I guarantee the fall of 2019 of this year, guys, I got taxes to pay and it's gonna be a huge sum, man. I might lose the house. This could be the last Christmas in the house with Cat. Please tip me, okay? This could be the last Christmas I spend in this house, guys. Remember when he said that? Last year, he literally told us that this could be the last year in that house, and now it's like, well, guys, it's not so bad. I could be put on a payment plan and deal with that, and then we'll see what happens next year. So we will always have the threat of losing the house every year. That's why I don't give a fuck anymore. There's no way he's losing that house. He's gonna be in the house until he's on his deathbed. He'll lose the house when he dies.
taxes. You see what I mean? Like, once he has an amount, I say, okay, this is what you owe. I'll go to the federal government. I'll tell them the situation, and I'll put you on a direct program where every month they basically take it right out of your bank account. And as long as you do that and you agree to these terms, there's like no fees, no interest. You're not going to get destroyed. It's just going to be a set payment plan for, a set amount of time. Okay. Now, I'm going to be very honest with everyone here. All right. I don't know.
No, big guy, you misunderstood. He literally said the tax guy is gonna try to get the IRS to give him favorable terms. The tax guy is gonna negotiate with the government, dude. So the IRS could come up with a payment plan. The tax guy could either say, okay, good shit, or say, no, dude, come on.
If the payment plan's gonna work. Because right now, as I told you guys, month to month, I'm having big difficulties just making ends meet.
Month to month he's having difficult now. This is exactly why people gave him shit about that Seattle trip. He tells us, oh, I'm having trouble month to month paying bills, dude. Hey, why did you go to the Space Needle? I went to the Space Needle for one day. Not a big deal, okay? Oh my god. But if it's such a big deal, then why did you go to the Space Needle then? I thought money was tight. But he has this mentality of he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the logistics of this. Because he tells us that, oh, well, you see, the amount of money that I spend to the Space Needle is not that much money. It's not that much money, so I can spend it out and it won't hurt the bank, dude. Come on. But if I gave him $60, let's say, to either buy a new game for his business or for the taxes, he'll spend it on something else, thinking to himself, well, this isn't that much money. I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's the same logic that people kind of say to me when they want to say that I'm obsessed with DSP. Theo, you have 200 videos talking about DSP. Obsessed much? But it's 200 videos spread out over time. I mean, if I do DSP videos, like, once a year for 3 years, I mean, that's 3 videos. But if I do, like, videos once a month, I mean, that's a lot of fucking videos if I do it once a month. For 3 years. 4 years at this point. I think I've been doing this for 5 years, I think. Or 4 on this particular channel. So, shit adds up. It's cumulative. So, DSP doesn't understand that money is cumulative either, as well. If I give you $60, if you hold on to that $60 and you add something else, he tells us every day how money adds up, dude. Oh, if you tip $1, it all adds up, man. But if it adds up to $60 and you go to the Space Needle with that money, it means nothing. Like, it just, I just don't understand how he thinks that, oh, if I spend money on the Space Needle, that's okay, because it's such a small amount of money. It's not that expensive, dude. But that money could be saved for the taxes. But okay.
Just being very honest with all of you, okay? So, just
He's
being
very honest
here. You know, the payment plan might not work. It may be that he says...
It could work if you don't go to fucking vacations. If you don't go to the fucking Space Needle, do random Seattle trips during your days off, maybe it could work. Crazy, I know. That's insane. It could work theoretically, but he has to have some discipline on his money, which he doesn't have, dude. Come on.
Here's what it is. I'm like, shit, well, I can't afford that. What I'm going to have to do now is call all my credit card companies and negotiate with them so that I don't have to pay as much every month, but that's probably going to freeze those cards so I can't use them anymore to do things like buy video games for the business or buy food. You know what I mean? And that might hurt my credit. I don't know how any of this is going to work out yet, okay? I don't know how any of this is going to work out yet at all, all right? The bottom line is this. It's not as bad as it looked at first glance. At the same time, it's certainly not great news. Like, I would have been like to be told that the tax calculations were wrong based on my income or expenses, and they were way less. They're not.
Yeah, okay.
In reality, okay? In reality, here's the truth of the matter. I need to raise as much as I can by April 15th. The more I raise, the better the situation for me. Okay?
Now, remember when he said March is a very important month? This month is do or die. He might have to sell the house if March doesn't go as well as he wants, and this and that. Oh, well, I need to raise as much money until April 15th, so it doesn't seem that March is that important. It seemed like he should have saved as much money since last year. But, okay.
If I can raise, half of what I owe, all right, and have that to pay towards it, then the payment plan might actually be affordable. You see what I mean? It all depends on how much I can raise in the short term. Now, worst case scenario, I raise nothing, in which case I can't even afford to put anything towards it. And then he basically said, if you can't, pay it down at all, that you have to basically show good faith, okay? And he's like, if that's the case, then he doesn't know if he can even get me the payment plan, in which case I definitely am going to have to sell my house this year. I'm just going to be showing in default arrears or whatever it's called. Interest and fees will start accruing, and that's it. I got to sell my house. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. They're not going to put him on a payment plan. No. If he can't pay anything, the house is going to be gone, dude. There's no way the government's going to work with him, obviously. Obviously, he's not going to put anything towards it, right? Okay.
All right. But what I'm hoping is that, with this marathon on Saturday, where we're trying to raise many tips for this situation, that I can raise enough to make a big dent in this tax total, all right? Get it down as much as I can, and that he can get me on a payment plan that's affordable for me, and then we see what happens this year. The thing is, we have no clue what's going to happen this year. We've got so many things going on that are uncertain. Will my streams continue to grow this year and become more popular? What's going to happen with YouTube and its ad revenue? I have no idea.
I thought YouTube was your archive channel. I thought you didn't care about YouTube. I thought Twitch is where it's at. Why does YouTube factor in on this?
Article 13, how's that going to affect stuff? We don't know.
Article 13, yeah, that's going to ruin everything.
There's a lot of things going on, a lot of factors going on. And, New Phase of Creation, you obviously have not listened to a word that I fucking said. I said that the total that I just told all of you is after any money I have left over from Emerald 7. You need to open your ears, because I know people like you basically start shit. Oh, well, Phil didn't say,
the fuck? Holy shit, that scared me. Whoops. Okay, so let's talk about this. So, New Phase of Creation, a troll that was banned and then unbanned. Okay, whatever. So, New Face Creation just kind of asks a question to kind of get like just get reiteration. Maybe he was confused. Maybe he forgot. Whatever. Asks the question, and DSB mocks him and shits on him. Because that's what honest people do. If someone asks for clarification on something, you get mad at them about it. Because that's definitely what honest people do. They get mad. I mean, like, it's one thing if like if you just like let's say that I said the sky's blue. You know, the sky's blue. And you're like, hey Theo, is the sky blue? Oh yeah, it is. And that's kind of fucked up. But like, I mean, it's not like it's I don't know. It's just it's such nonsense. You should just say I just talked about Emerald 7's money. It was factored into the account. I'm not sure if you heard it, but that's the calculation. Instead of that, I just fucking talked about it, okay? God damn it, you guys are so fucking stupid. I literally talked about it. Oh my god. That's clearly what honest people do. They get mad. Cleo isn't the best bun. Cleo is the best fucking bun. Are you fucking insane? Come on!
What did you do with all that money? I just explained that. I just said after all the money I have left over, this is the total left. So open your fucking ears. Because people like you do piss me off when you start. I just explained it, and now you act like I never said it.
I like how he says, like, well, I just explained it, you act like I never said it. He just asked a question, Phil. He wasn't making a conspiracy theory. He didn't say, hey, Phil, did the Emerald 7 money go to the Space Needle? If he said that, I could understand being annoyed by that slightly, but, I mean, he literally just asked, where did the Emerald 7 money? Because he gave us so much information. He doesn't think that maybe he got lost in the information dump. No, obviously he needs to rewind the Twitch stream, because obviously you can rewind Twitch streams. Okay.
And then people will have weird conspiracy theories about where the money went. Okay? So stop it. Listen.
Yeah, stop asking questions. Just shut up and listen. Because that's what honest people do. They don't want you to question anything.
Listen the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, New Face Creation.
Now. Jesus.
And then he laughs. He laughs after that, obviously.
So, here's the deal. I think it's time, basically, now that I know what I owe, I know what I'm up against. If I can raise around $17,000, boom, I'm actually good. Like, that would put me in a good position. I'd be like, wow, I raised the money. The taxes aren't even an issue for this year. Now I can just go on business as usual and not have to worry about it at all. Realistically, do I see myself raising $17,000 in 3 weeks? No. Just being very honest with them.
Then why did you wait until now to do these marathons and shit? Why didn't he try to raise as much money before? Now the thing is that 17K on top of everything. Why didn't he? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he got 12K from Emerald 7. That apparently covered like half, I guess. I don't know, whatever the fuck. And then he has another 17K to do. Why didn't he just try to raise as much before March? It kind of seems kind of dumb to have the month before taxes due be the most important month of paying taxes. I kind of feel like maybe you should have had January or February be the important months, not March, but okay. That makes a lot of sense, honestly.
All of you. All right? Being very, very honest with all of you, I don't foresee this happening whatsoever. Okay? I don't. What I'm hoping is that with Sekiro right here around the corner,
Sekiro will pay the taxes.
People who normally wouldn't come by. With the marathon on Saturday, which I know a lot of people are going to probably come out and hopefully be generous and help out with tips. And with my birthday week coming up, the first week of April is my birthday on the 6th.
Birthday.
As I usually do, like last year, I'll have decorations and stuff. I'll try to hype it up. Birthday week fun and stuff.
Hype up the birthday week. Dude, he's like 37 years old and he's like celebrating like a fucking high school girl. It's my birthday week, guys. We're gonna go to fucking the ball and we're gonna do all this kind of stuff. It's my birthday week. That's gonna be DSP all week.
Some people will be generous and will raise as much as I possibly humanly can. All right.
Okay.
And go from there. If I can raise a big amount of money and put it towards the taxes, I think I'll at least be in a good or better position than originally I
But also
imagined.
think about this though. He wants his fans and viewers to dump a lot of money in March during the marathon, and then he wants them to come back in April during his birthday week to dump more money. Okay.
Imagine. Obviously, the goal here is
Now you'd think if you're a fan of DSP, you would want to kind of support him now. Like, why wait for such specific days to give him money? Okay.
I can afford, where I'm not, oh my God, there's no way to pay bills and there's no way to pay what I owe, so I have to sell my house. All right, I don't want to be in that position. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Okay.
People are saying you should just do it. Do a $17,000 tips bar. Well, I'm not gonna have a tips bar, but I definitely will have a running tally of what I've raised.
Hey, Underground Revolution.
And we'll see how it goes.
Woody Allen. God damn.
All right. Like I told you guys, this Saturday is basically make or break for me, and it's true.
Wait, so he has Saturday to make the money. Then he has the birthday week. So I mean, it's not really make or break if you have like, if he could get on a payment plan, if he doesn't really have to worry about paying the taxes on time, whatever. I mean, it's just really odd. Whatever. I guess we'll see.
Significant amount of stuff this coming Saturday, in the hopes that I can make a giant dent in what I owe, and go from there. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. So, that is it. That's the deal for now. Okay. And we'll see how it works. Well, I am feeling positive for Sekiro tomorrow and the marathon on Saturday, and of course this coming week we're gonna have Sekiro paired with MLB, and a lot of fun stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the deal. So anyway, in summary, I owe just over $17,000 in taxes still to the government, and I need to raise as many funds as possible before the middle of April in order to put towards said taxes. Okay. The more I raise, the better. Even if I can't raise the full amount, the more I raise, the better situation it's going to put me in when I go to the government and say, here's what I have, please put me on a payment plan for the rest of it. My tax guy is very confident that as long as I can raise a significant amount of money, between now and mid-April to put towards
Phil, you got to raise a lot of money. Beg more. Right? Come on.
So that's the deal, and that's why, you don't have to feel discouraged or disheartened here. You don't, because it's not like I absolutely 100% have to raise the full amount in these 3 weeks that I have. Okay.
Okay.
It would be amazing if I could, and I'm certainly not saying, oh my God, I wouldn't want that. I mean, obviously, yes. If I could raise that full amount and boom, put it right towards it, holy shit, that would basically make the rest of my year be so much better, and I don't have to constantly be worrying about this shit. Okay. But the bottom line is, in reality, I'm pretty sure we all know I'm not raising that much. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Then why? Whatever.
We'll see what happens.
But he gets like 10K a month. 10K a month. I don't know. I feel like he could afford it. He's just memeing his fans, obviously.
Happens with Sekiro. Let's see what happens with.
But you told him that. I don't make 10,000.
It's my birthday week, and let's hope for the best. And hopefully, this can turn into something positive, and between what I can actually realistically raise and everything, things work out well. Okay. In addition to that, my trip to Connecticut is set. It's going to be the second week of April. I'm not giving you specific dates or anything yet. I will as we get closer to it.
He won't give us specific dates, guys. I'm gonna break the news right now. I'm gonna give you the dates of when he's going to Connecticut, because guess what? He said it's the second week of April. So he's gonna be there from the 8th, April 8th to April 15th, the latest. Guys, I figured it out. Guys. All I did, this is a secret trick, guys. Don't tell DSP I did this. I opened my calendar, and I looked at the second week of April. Very secret. I don't know how I got it. I guess I hacked him, dude. I hacked him. My phone is a hacking device. I hacked his calendar, dude. I figured it out.
It's basically looking like I'm going to be here my entire birthday week, basically busting my butt, putting out fun streams for all of you.
Busting
Trying
my
to raise
butt.
as much as possible.
Don't you like it when he says busting my butt? Because he busts his butt all the time. Sits down on his love seat and just talks. That's busting his butt.
Out of here to go visit my parents in Connecticut. Okay?
Okay.
Fair enough?
Fair enough. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Ah! Like his little clown voice.
Okay. DSP's biggest fan, who obviously is a troll, in the stream chat says, didn't he get $250 in tips last night? What does that have to do with anything?
He got $251. What does that have to do with anything? Huh? What does that have to do with anything, man? Man, almost like he wants to know if that money is calculated into the total. Like, he gives us 17,161. A guy asks him, hey, Phil, is this money calculated as well? Why are you asking me this question? What does that mean? Yeah, guys, just don't ask fucking questions. Accept what he says. Deal with it, okay? Why are you asking questions? He only wants $17,161. Come on. He's being very honest. Why are you asking questions?
What is your actual point?
What's your point?
You get people like New Face of Creation who say, what happened to the money from Emerald 7? And you get this guy, what happened to the $250 he raised last night? Where do you think it went?
Where do you think it went? Fuck you. Why are you asking me questions, man? Why are you asking me where the money went? I'm only being transparent and honest about the money I owe. I only want $17,000, okay, guys? Fucking relax. Where do you think the $250 went? Why are you asking me where the money went? Why is it such a big deal? I thought you were being honest. Why not just say it is already factored into the amount? Why? Like, this is why I just don't really give a fuck with what he's telling us is honest or not. Because if someone is asking for clarification and you respond with an annoying tone and shit, it kind of comes off as you're trying to lie to your audience. Because if you're trying to clarify something, you're not going to be fucking annoyed to clarify something. Because this is kind of important to clarify, and you ask something, and, like, as I ask all of you guys, you need to pay my taxes. It's $17,000, guys. And I got, like, $15,000 last night, let's say. And you're like, Theo, what about $15,000? I'm going to tell you, well, the $15,000 is already factored into the amount I owe. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I just fucking said it. Why are you asking me questions, stupid? Like, I mean, it's just kind of fucked up to be annoyed over people asking for clarification on things.
Why do you ask the dumbest things? Why do you say the stupidest shit? Like, what the fuck? This is what I mean. Immediately you get the crazy conspiracy theorist idiots. So, and it pisses me off. These idiots who make shit up like...
So you're making conspiracy theories if you ask questions to clarify the situation. Because that's what honest people do. They hate it when people want to clarify the situation. Doesn't sound like a lie at all. And that's what I mean. Like, if you have any question, like, let's say that he wasn't getting those kind of questions, let's say that someone says, hey, Phil, blah, 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 whatever question that's a valid question. Oh my god, man. We're not talking about text anymore. This is not that kind of stream. I'm trying to play a game. So he evades the question. He gives you a non-answer. He gets annoyed. This is not because he's very honest. So obviously he doesn't want to clarify the situation. He just wants to keep it as it is because, I mean, and that's how it's been for years. Even with Patreon, I remember when someone tried asking when he tried to have all these goals, he wanted that camera goal. That fucking camera goal. Every time he tried to describe it, it sounded confusing and like a mathematical problem that you would have on an MCAT exam. He never gave a straight answer. When he's trying to describe the discrepancy between the amount on the front page and the amount he sees, he says some weird stuff. Well, Patreon does all these calculations. Patreon gives me a number that they calculate, that they subtract this amount from that amount, then this amount gets factored in, they subtract from that amount, and it gives you so much information you forget the question. All he had to say was, on the front page of Patreon, they give you the number there is an estimate of how many people are supporting me. The number I get is the exact number I get. So on the page, it says I make this amount, but really I get this amount paid to me. See how easy that is to explain? Yeah, there's a discrepancy because it's not covering the taxes. It's not covering the fees and amounts that he gets on his end. Crazy. He could have just said that the amount on the front page of Patreon does not factor the fees that Patreon and PayPal take out of it. The money I get is different because it factors in the fees. Amazing. It's like he could have just said that instead. But instead he gives us so much information that doesn't make any fucking sense. And the thing on top of that is it is very easy to show the amount of money you kind of get from Patreon. You could take a picture, you don't need to show the patrons that are supporting you. You can literally, because Patreon gives you just a number. You could just take the picture of the number and say, this is the amount that Patreon gives me, but whatever. It is what it is. But he hates clarifying anything of what's going on. It's very hard for him to clarify anything because he doesn't want to. It's very easy to make you confused and have you just believe what he says than having you ask any questions. The moment you ask questions, he fucking bans you.
I'm not really going to Connecticut. Kat and I are going to be going to California to Disneyland. And we're blowing all this money that we're raising.
And of course, he goes to the meme conspiracy theories. I don't think anyone honestly believes that. He's obviously going to Connecticut.
Not actually to, pay the taxes and save my fucking house so we can have a nice life here. It's to go do something insane. Like, we're going to the Cayman Islands or something. Like, out of your fucking minds. Seriously. Someone actually said we're doing a European tour. We're going to do a whole European tour with this money.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's an honest theory that everyone has. Everyone believes that, obviously.
What the fuck, man? You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane. So how about this? I gave you the information. All right.
How about this? Why not just plan the vacation, like, not in April? Because him doing this vacation in April is so fucking suspect. Think about it. He has all these taxes to be paid, and he's taking a week before. Hold on, I gotta look at my hacked calendar again, dude. I gotta poke my nose back in. Yeah, the week before his taxes are due, he's going to fucking Connecticut. If this situation was so dire and grave, wouldn't he have planned the vacation like the end of April, maybe in May, maybe in June? No, the week before taxes are due, because that's what people would do. I have to make as much money as possible, man. I'm not going to be streaming for an entire week before the taxes are due. You would think the first 2 weeks of April would be the most important weeks to pay the taxes. No, fuck it. That's not gonna bother. He has to go to his parents during that week. Why put off that trip to pay the taxes, dude? Come on.
I feel that the information I gave you is useful. It's gonna give us a goal to work toward. All right. Now we know that every single bit helps.
You don't have much time. Yeah, them being 60, 70 years old, they don't have much time. They're on borrowed time, obviously.
You can't raise the whole amount, Phil's screwed. That's not the case. Every little bit helps. As much as we can raise is going to help. The more we raise, the better. All right? And everything else is bullshit. I don't want to hear any other conspiracy theories. I don't want to hear any other stupid shit about what happened to this money, what happened to that money. I've already explained it all. And if you weren't...
But you know what's funny, though? I just realized, he told us before many times, he can't keep going to his parents to bail him out on debt and all this other stuff. He can't rely on his parents. But he was able to rely on his parents for them to pay an entire trip to Connecticut. They're paying for the flight, the food, and the hotel. And the transportation. They're covering all of that. But they can't cover the money that he owes to the government, apparently. Okay, sure.
Listening, Well, I can't help you. All right, I just can't. But I'm not gonna put up with these crap because you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna have the people coming in here for the next few days, completely making shit up and doing stupid things, and I'm just not gonna put up with it. I'm not, you know.
But
Like,
if they ask questions and you clarify the questions, then what conspiracy theories could come out of that? You not clarifying is what fuels the conspiracy theories, dumbass. But okay.
I've got to
It is what it
stay
is.
as positive as I can and maintain that positivity and keep things going and raise as much as I can and feel positive about it. So, you know, people say a lot about the power of positivity. It's actually true. If you can stay.
Okay, but Final Cipher, he just said he doesn't need 17,000. He said he needs as much as he can, so his parents could cover like 5,000 and say, "There you go, Phil, $5,000 for to get you on a payment plan, dude." He literally just said that. Come on.
Stay positive. All right? If you can stay positive, you can actually do great things. And that's how I need to feel is like, if I stay positive, I can raise a ton of money in the next, few weeks, put it towards these taxes, and be in a much better position.
Final Cipher, I don't think he pleased them enough. They're paying for an entire vacation. If they're able to pay for him to fly in and fly back, and then for food for a week and hotel for a week, I think he can still go to them for money, dude. Come on.
Okay. Uzi Go Hard did a 50-bit cheers. Says, how about a 6K tip goal per week to spread it out? Okay, see, we could do that, but the thing that I don't want.
Wait, 16. Wait, what?
Uzi Go Hard did a 50-bit cheers. Says, how about a 6K tip goal per week to spread it out?
6K.
Okay, see, we could do that, but the thing that I don't want is I don't want this to be, every week we have a goal, and if we don't hit it, well, that's a fail.
So he says this, if you don't hit it every day, it's a fail, dude. He did tip goals in the beginning of every month since, I think, December. No, not December. January. The beginning of the month, he did a $200 tip goal until the 15th, until Twitch pays him. It was the until Twitch pay me goal. But doing a 6K goal spread out on a day, can't do it, man. It's gonna make me feel down, man. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because the bottom line is, with Sekiro coming up, with the marathon on Saturday, MLB coming up, and my birthday week, do we still have about 2.5 solid weeks of me streaming where we can, raise as much as possible via tips?
And this is also coming from a guy that says that having horror boards on screen motivates people to contribute, and having tip goals is going to help people contribute to tips and this and that. He literally told us that before, but I guess that's not the case anymore.
And, it's a situation where I don't want us to feel like because we didn't hit a certain goal on a certain day that we failed. You know what I mean? That's not the situation at all. And the other thing is, as I just explained, every little bit helps. Even if we can't raise the full amount, every bit that I raise helps. Every piece that I raise helps. All right? So it's not a do or die situation where I absolutely 100% have to raise it all by mid-April. It's actually more of a let's do as well as we can. If we hit it all, oh my God, that would be like amazingly life-changingly great and positive for the whole year. But if we can't, it's still good as long as we raise a good amount. You see what I mean?
See what I mean? Sound good?
Let's focus on that. Let's focus on that, okay?
Okay.
All right. Real Talk Play Apex Cheers says, will you be having a big goal stream like you did for the PUBG Marathon where you had a pattern goal, tips goal, cheer bar? No. No.
No.
I'm not going to do that. I'm basically just going to do normal streaming, and we're going to keep a tally of our tips, and we're going to hope for the best. That's what I'm going to do. Because the thing is, a lot of the things I'm doing coming up, like Sekiro and everything, I'm not going to destroy that playthrough for the sake of,
He's not going to destroy that playthrough, but he destroyed so many games with that stupid cheer bar and sound effects and all that. He did all of that, said it was great, amazing, but he doesn't want to distract the game anymore, dude.
Having 100 things on the screen and sounds fucking playing and bars filling up and shit. No, I'm not going to do that. It's basically just going to be my normal streaming.
He's not going to do that. That distracts too much, man. But he did it before, but okay.
And we're going to keep track of the contributors, and we're going to do a running tally of tips, and we'll see how it goes. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Orgoggle 7, what a name, cheered and said, "Didn't you do a fundraiser last year for taxes?" What you're talking about is at the end of 2017. Now,
Okay, so that guy brings up the events from last year. DSP was like, I didn't do any. Hold on, let's
Agul
see it
7, what a
again.
name, cheered and said, "Didn't you do a fundraiser last year for taxes?" What you're talking about is at the end of 2017. Now, this is like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. That was my state tax issue, where my previous accountant had screwed up all of my taxes and not done them properly, and I owed a significant amount of money for state taxes. All right, and so I did an event for it to try to raise as much as I could. And by the way, I'm done with that. That's done. The back taxes are paid. I'm up to snuff with taxes and everything. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I'm all right. You know, in that regard, that was a situation that, thanks to you guys and
No, I said that there was no event. But look at this.
All right, what is going on, everyone? Darksyde Phil here, fresh off of finishing up an 80+ hour playthrough of Dragon Quest XI, and I'm doing a special festive video. As you can see, the office has been quite festive so far this month. It'll be like this till the end of December. But the real reason I'm making this video is because I want to make you, the YouTube viewers, aware of a lot of the special things that I'm going to be doing during the month of December. If you don't regularly attend my streams and or watch the pre-stream videos right here on DSP Gaming, you may not be aware of any of this stuff coming up because I don't talk about it in the gameplay videos regularly, okay? So what I wanted to make everyone aware, there's 4 special events coming up this month, 4 opportunities where you will have the opportunity not only to tune into something live that's really neat, but also to possibly contribute and help out with my current financial difficulties. If you guys watched the special video I put out 2 weeks ago on Thanksgiving, the situation is pretty dire. If I can't raise a lot of money between now and April, I'm pretty much faced with no other option but to sell this house. And it sucks because...
See, look at that. Look at that. Last year, he did 4 events that people could attend and contribute and all this stuff. That was no way a fundraiser, dude. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Oops, wrong video.
Your support, we cleared it up. The problem was that situation set me back. You know, there was money that I had to pay towards the state taxes. I maxed out a bunch of credit cards, paying off the rest of it and everything behind the scenes. I had to pay my accountant for doing all the work. And so because of that, I ended up being in the hole. And that's one of the major reasons why I'm so screwed up with taxes this year. You know, and it sucks. But I got to believe, like I said, I got to stay positive. And I got to believe that eventually all this is going to come to a resolution. Whether it's I'm able to refinance my house, whether it's I have to sell my house, you know, whatever it is, there's got to be a resolution at some point that's going to do some kind of relief. Because it just seems like every time I get through one issue, the next one creeps up. And that's kind of my situation, how it's been for years. Here's one really shitty situation that negatively affects me. So I get through it and the next one, and then I get through it, and then there's another one. You know? When I finally became a full-time streamer in 2017, I was doing good. I had enough money. I was paying down my bills. And then the state back taxes hit me because my accountant had fucked up. And that's what I mean. Like, if that hadn't happened, if that whole situation where the state taxes were done wrong and I ended up paying so much money to get it cleared up hadn't happened, I'd actually be good right now. I would have been able to afford all my federal taxes. I wouldn't have had a single issue. It's because of that situation and that irresponsible asshole that I'm in the situation that I'm in right now. But
you couldn't save any money over time?
Like I said,
okay.
We'll get to a situation here where I can raise enough to at least either get on the payment plan or pay off everything if I can, which I doubt's going to happen. But trying to be positive and realistic here, and get to a situation where it's not just constant worrying about the next thing, So there you go.
All right. So that is it for that. But the stream is not over, guys. I got a special treat for you. I'm gonna play Devil May Cry 5. I'm gonna play Sons of Sparta on this YouTube stream. So I'm gonna cover up the streams. I have to move to a different place. So stay tuned, guys. Don't worry. We will get our stuff in. Let me just change the audio source to that. Then I'm gonna plug this. Don't knock over the statue. I know that's gonna make a lot of noise. I'll mute my mic, but we'll listen to some music as I do this. Okay, so I'll be silent for a while.